Fate needs you, Proxy.
I'm staying. Malchus can stand as close to the door as he wants, but not me. You're immortal. I suppose you're going to want to go walk to him and see what he's doing, but I'll tell you, he's risking the only life he has. Me specifically? Books? Collections of pages, I'm just describing books. I file books. Basically everything in the archive needs to be stored in a place that makes sense. I help keep it organized. Here or in Apocrypha? How many mortal adventurers are there where you're from? I know of 8 other filers, as well as one pesky mortal who has her own arrangement systems and can't help but destroy our order, but there are others. Mostly, though Filer Tezzers over there claims that she files valuables. She wants to be like your mortal merchants. It's useful, I suppose, but she refuses to let the rest of us organize any of the objects she claims.
Let me know how you like the archives. I'm quite proud of the work I did in there.
I can't believe I'm dealing with this problem. Your fate walks these halls. Come here. There's no time for pleasantries or interrogations. Thoat Replicanum is summoning maligraphies, creatures of ink. The Endless Archive is filled with books and therefore ink. You can see how this is suboptimal, right? Daedra. I saw her name scrawled in many margins, but it took the ink attacking for me to put the pieces together. Research can be uncomfortable, even painful. This is unprecedented. I have a plan to combat her, though I lack the skills to enact it. Nimics are the true names of Daedra. If we collect the pieces of Thoat Replicanum's Nimic, we can use it to summon her and rid the Endless Archive of her malaise. At least that's what I hope happens. I'm not destitute, if that sways you. That door will take you into the Archive. The maligraphies are the best lead we have, so head toward orbs of unstable ink, and you will find them. I'll watch and offer advice when I can, but I'll leave the fighting to you. It's not my forte. They resemble the contents of the text itself. Most of the books here in the Archive are historical accounts. They seem differently tempered as well. Some are peaceful, many hostile, and almost all have different skills and strengths. Think about it this way. A book can discuss a king as a vicious conqueror or a benevolent philanthropist. Both of these descriptions could be true, but a text must choose one. As for the differences in strengths, not all authors are equally skilled. I can usually tell after they attack. Most of the maligraphies will fight you, but that doesn't mean that all of them will. Just keep an eye out for any that behave violently. Then you underestimate the power of the written word. Remember that these characters, as you called them, aren't in their books anymore. A sword made out of ink is still a sword. I have the scars to prove it. It all comes back to ink. The maligraphies are made out of the book, and I've seen Thoat Replicanum scribbled across the margins of many pages here. I'm practiced enough at research to know when I'm on the cusp of discovery. The Nimic is Daedra's true name. If we hold the Nimic, we'll be able to control her to some capacity. I'm not powerful enough to banish her from the Archive outright, but I think I have enough magic to summon her. The Endless Archive holds written records of events that were, or that could be. There were others who called this place home, but they're dead to the Archive. I didn't think that was possible. The Endless challenges many of my assumptions. Threads of fate bind everything in the Archive to the Index. If the threads break, the item is returned to safety. This protects the tomes, but it is helpful should an accident-prone researcher bury his nose in a book and walk off a cliff. And now it appears some of the inhabitants of the Archive no longer have the protection of the threads. I have no idea why that is so, and it disconcerts me. I would be lost if I was no longer bound to the Index. That giant orb, since it's tied to everything in the Archive, we use it to locate books throughout the endless expanses. This place would be a headache to navigate without it. You'll see evidence of them as you travel. I know of a few who aren't dead to the Archive, but I'm not sure if they encountered the maligraphies yet. I'll do my best to steer you toward them when I can. They could help you.
the last of them?
Oh, the Great Eye offers you verses. They're advantages that will last as long as your next fight. Verses will make a huge difference as you fight waves of maligraphies. Select a verse while I create a portal.
It's going to take me literally forever to reorganize this wing!
Doesn't seem like it'll last too long.
Oh, I probably shouldn't be proud of that. Bet they never saw that coming.
Know who you are?
In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
At last, the ink creatures are gone and I can resume my work.
Take all the advantages you can get. I think Thoat Replicanum is noticing your abilities and creating stronger maligraphies.
Both paths lead forward. Which will you choose? Maligraphies? Or a chance at another verse? This maligraphy.
This could get dicey.
In this case, that may not be a good thing. Be careful. He's offering you visions. Those last longer than verses. Hang on, what's this?
That should fetch a
Fragment
fair-fetching
of a
price.
mimic. It couldn't drop the whole thing? Well, if this maligraphy had a piece, the others might too. Keep going.
rest of the filers are ready to carry on your good work should you fall. The enemy awaits! Make your way to the portal and to glory!
That was a bit of a warm-up.
I heard you fought well. Your rewards are here, if you want them. It's not every day that we get to stop our work. The whole situation is honestly a little annoying, and also very exciting. The next time you see a malligraphy, wallop it for me.
Another Nimic fragment. This two-pronged approach is working. You're collecting the fragments, and I'm learning more about Thoat. One of the books called Thoat, She Who Became Vivified Ink. As you continue to fight, I'll try to figure out what that means.
Wow, you don't come by those too often.
More questions and fewer answers. I feel like I'm back in school. Thoat somehow became living ink, but how? And why? What a delightful mystery. Well, back to the books. Maybe they hold the answers. We knew that Thoat could manifest creatures of ink. That's what the malligraphies are. To think that Thoat became vivified ink herself. Animated ink. It's a leap. Unless I misconjugated. No, she became living ink. She wasn't always like this. Whatever happened, I doubt this is what Thoat intended. Who would want to become ink? It's more likely that some powerful esoteric spell went awry. Still, it doesn't seem like she's letting this altered state stop her. Knowledge, power to cause mayhem, who knows? Why would anyone want to destroy a well-organized archive? This runs counter to all of my instincts, but let's focus on getting rid of Thoat Replicanum before we delve into her motives.
They're coming for us. I'm still here. Asking. That likes a quick study.
Your gifts from Hermaeus Mora are ready for you here.
Be careful, and try not to cause any more disarray. Try not to get ink everywhere. Horrid creature without eyes. You did your work well, mortal. Now it's time for mine.
Some verses allow you to transform.
written her name in multiple books.
A nice
Think
little
it's so she
present
can
from
create
Beck, eh?
calligraphies of herself. How delightful. Uncomfortable revelations aside, I won't complain about another Nimic fragment. We're getting closer to our goal. Keep going. There could be copies of Thoat Replicanum in the archive, which feels predictably unfair right now. You can fight multiple malligraphies, but I can barely research the one. No matter, we're so close to retrieving all the Nimic fragments. She's a Daedra who can manifest creatures out of ink. She's also a being of living ink. If I were in her position, I'd figure out how to create copies of myself. It explains why I keep finding her name in my books. Oh, fantastic. Thoat Replicanum is a creature of ink. She created everything you fought so far out of that ink, which makes her all the malligraphies to some extent. That's why they have fragments of her Nimic. You've been fighting her the whole time. Well, it's unlikely that Thoat will talk to us, reveal her master plan, and agree to leave our endless archive peacefully. She's probably going to run in and try to kill you. Same as just about everything else here. Thoat made all the malligraphies. How many of them have wanted to chat so far? I hope we'll get some answers out of her, but I don't think we can stop her peacefully.
Don't cry for Mummy.
Make your choice while Master Malchus prepares the portal for you. The verses and visions offered throughout the archive are gifts from Hermaeus Mura. Choose the ones you accept strategically. They could determine your chances of survival here.
A weak goat, but still good for the slaughter. Stop running away!
What you were going to do in here?
I think you've got their attention.
This wing is particularly flammable. Try not to set anything alight. This is so exciting!
While she may get noticed, her style is remembered. You can make it. Keep moving.
Is it over? Good, good. Now I can get that book Malchus needed.
Have you noticed that some wings of the archive look similar? The Endless Archive used to be one continuous landmass, but that's obviously not the case anymore. This doesn't matter to me, as I can fly. You, on the other hand, must rely on Portal.
hand! Looks like you're buying at the next pub, Fla.
What we needed. This completes the Mimic. All we need now is a place to summon her. Keep Thoat and the Maligraphies busy while I look for the perfect location. As soon as I locate a place of suitable power, we'll be able to use this Mimic to summon Thoat Replicanum. I know this has been a journey, but we're so close to being able to get rid of this version of her. There will be a place somewhere within the archive where Thoat Replicanum's presence is strongest. If I use the full Mimic there, the natural pull of Thoat's presence will help draw her to the exact location we want. I don't even know if it exists. Isn't research delightful? Still, the logic makes sense. Thoat is an infection, and those always are nebulous. Some places will be more concentrated than others. The trick is finding the right spot.
Don't like your odds.
And visions aren't just gifts. They make your fights more interesting. Don't waste them.
I speak the sound of your essence. Follow it here.
Stop me. Let us test your perseverance. I'll coach through fate. Fate echoes unfavorably. Don't hurt me! Tear the pages from the book!
You're a bookish monster without a spine.
You're strong, but are you smart? I wouldn't want this to be too simple. I reflect you. I cower. Let the ink flow.
Over here, you useless Minotaurus.
I have no need of this anymore. Test your strength against this. Can you dodge me now? Let us test your patience. I copied myself through the archive. This is not the
And all
end
those
of
books
me.
teach you nothing?
This is too sharp for you.
books in this archive, there could be hundreds of Thoat Replicanum. When you're finished here, meet me back where we met. We should talk about what happened.
Finders keepers.
There are more
as they
Malygrophies
say.
and other Thoat Replicanum in the archive. I thought I had this all figured out at the start. But spend enough time contemplating the endless and you realize that nothing is ever simple. Ah, well, that's one Thoat Replicanum taken care of. I should focus on all the good work you did. That's true. The filers feel safer, and I can let my guard down a little when I research things. It's a definite improvement. I know Hermaeus Mora has been rewarding you for your efforts along this journey, but I'd like to give you something too.
Mother Morrowind has her eye on you.
Blast these Malygrophies! They keep getting unleashed on the filers and me. Will you please go deal with them and the copies of Thoat Replicanum? I'd give anything for some peace and safety.